Can you kind of take us inside the decision to hire Billy Donovan in Chicago?
Hey, guys. Good morning. So when Billy Donovan walked away from the Oklahoma City job, Arturas Karnisovas, the new executive VP in Chicago, wanted to meet with him right away. They were waiting to see if he would pry loose from the Thunder. And Karnisovas flew down to Florida, to Billy Donovan's home, met with him just a few days after that, and really started to try to sell him on the idea, get to know him. They didn't know each other very well, two former Big East guys, but from a little different eras. And, Chicago had interviewed a number of guys, but I think for the Bulls, I think a big part of this was to have somebody who had done this job before. You can go back through the Bulls' run of coaches here, and you've seen, a lot of, either assistant coaches promoted, college coaches moved up, but not NBA head coaches. And I think bringing somebody in to sort of just bring a baseline of a program there, and I think you see an opportunity with the Bulls, with the talent they have, that this should be a team competing to be in the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. There's no reason when you look at the group of Lauri Markkanen and Zach LaVine and Wendell Carter and sort of that younger group there there's some talent there. And so they really hit it off, both Donovan and Karnisovas. Mark Eversley, who is the GM, works in the front office with Arturas, and they hit it off. And I think the idea of that marketplace in Chicago, and like Jay said coming in, I think Chicago should be in the conversation with big free agents. There's no reason the Chicago Bulls shouldn't be part of that. But to get your organization to that, like, being in a big market's not enough. New York has shown that. The LA teams, when they weren't run well, showed that. Big free agents don't just show up. And I think there's a hope there that Billy Donovan can, start to develop the group they have, but just bring a baseline of, we've got a head coach, we've got someone who's coach of the year, who's been in the playoffs every year. And so I think for both sides, the fit really worked.
Woj, help me understand this, though. Billy Donovan said that he didn't want to rebuild at OKC, but isn't this sort of kind of a mini rebuild?
There's no question they're in a perpetual rebuild right now. But the difference with OKC and Chicago would be OKC is cycling out with veteran players now, and they've got all these draft picks in Oklahoma City. They're set up well for the future, but like really far down the road. The players, I think the players in Chicago are a young group that's on the. I think they're on the uptick. Oklahoma City, they're going to cycle down and then back out. And I think for him, the 5 years, he was ready to try something else somewhere else. Listen, there are no, typically you're not getting just the kind of job he got in Oklahoma City when he came from Florida with Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook. Listen, typically those jobs aren't available and open. And I think when he looked at what was out there, but I think more than that, I think Billy Donovan felt a connection with the people there and felt like it was a place he wanted to go to work every day.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.